Namaste everyone. This is LP Bhanu Sharma, spiritual leader at Jeevan Vigyan, Nepal. Jeevan Vigyan powerfully integrates yogasana, pranayama, that is the breath work, and meditation to help you create a life that is filled with inner peace and outer prosperity. In the earlier episode, we talked about finding meaning and purpose in a chaotic world, finding that small voice amidst so many voices that are conflicting and very hard to decode. Once you have set on a journey to achieve your purpose, to become what you really wanted to become, the most important hurdle that you face in this journey is the baggage of all your emotional pains that have come to you from a very, very long time. You do not know what the origin is, where they came from. Life looks chaotic from outside. Everything looks stressful. If you see the world around, there's so much of competition, there's so much of debate, and there is so much of you versus me. And to be able to navigate through the entire process, before we do something about our external world, we have to start digging into our psyche and cleanse our emotional baggage. As human beings, we are meant to live a life full of energy and joy and not being carried away by the emotions that lie unresolved inside. These emotions are sometimes so difficult to manage that people succumb to the emotions and slowly life takes a negative mode. Friends, in this episode, we are going to look at emotions, find out the source of pain inside us, and where do emotions get stuck up in our body, what happens after that, and how does Jivan Began help you cleanse your old baggage and help you live a life that's full of vitality and happiness. Let's talk about the emotions that are stored in us, which psychology now calls emotional residue. This emotional residue affect our entire system, not just the mind, because emotions are not only mental, they are physical and biological. They affect the whole system. The findings at Harvard, Stanford, and many other universities have confirmed that emotions affect us totally in our body. They reflect in our body because they are energy in motion. They grow and slowly appear as different ailments in the body and slowly reflect in the mind. Now, the various studies that have been done, they show that these unresolved emotions, they become heaviness in the chest, they create spasm in the diaphragm, your psoas muscle starts congesting and it starts accumulating fear and traumas. The vagus nerve is completely affected, and then the decision making ability of the brain is deteriorated. By now, you must have understood that emotional pains are not just psychological problems, they are physiological problems. That stored emotions become not just psychological problems, they reflect as physiological problems. Now, let's understand what the ancient Himalayan traditions knew about our emotions that the modern science confirms. These scientific studies that have taken place in different institutions, they confirm that these emotions are reflected as pains in the psoas muscles and fear constricted breathing in the diaphragm, the various mental problems in the vagus nerve. Just about 20 years back, emotions were considered to be mental. But now, as we understood, science has met the yogic tradition. They converge, and both of them say that they are not just psychological, they are physiological, and they are deep rooted. In fact, these emotions that I stored, they are known as Sanchit Bhav in Jeevan Vigyan. Now, what happens to us? Let's understand a little more about it. These emotional residue appear in different parts of the body. Let's talk about it once again, just to be completely clear about what happens before we start resolving these issues. They appear as the problem in the digestive system, as fear factor and anxiety and related trauma in the diaphragm. They appear as stiffness in the shoulders and the clenching jaw, inability to relax, and they harden the muscle all throughout the body. That's why it's very important for us to understand the importance of yogasanas that yogis have been talking about. Yogasanas or body postures are not just about exercises. Yogasanas are about maintaining the right posture that happens automatically when you cleanse all your emotions. Your body is so free, absolutely free. And then the body mind mechanism, they reflect each other and they become so happy. Your whole system is invigorated, it is free of all toxicities, and then now you're ready to live a completely different life. It's time for us to understand how to cleanse these emotions, how to slowly reduce the effect of these emotions, and then come to a point where the energy and the joy that's already inside us is discovered. In fact, what we are talking about now is not something that helps you reach your paradise. This is something that helps you discover yourself, discover your truest identity. In fact, the solutions that we are talking about make you integrated from inside. You're absolutely relaxed, calm, peaceful, and at the same time, very energetic. You have full energy, and at the same time, a very balanced and calm mind that help you do whatever you want to do in life. And this integrates you not only from within. Slowly, once you start resolving your emotional issues, you will find that you get better at studies and research if you are a student. If you are a working executive, you find that your work gets better day after day. Your conflicts and misunderstandings in the relationship, they start resolving. And slowly, you will understand that these piled up emotions are what is known as ego. When we go about resolving these emotional issues, I do not mean control them or resist them, because what is resisted intensifies. But observation is the key here. Sajagata is the key. Something that you observe slowly melts, disintegrates, and vanishes completely from your life. So, not just understanding emotions, this is the process of resolving and slowly integrating ourselves with the meditative process. We should not forget that just clearing emotional baggage is not as important as integrating our life with the meditative process, and then realizing the divinity that is innate within each of us. We have so many things, so many solutions that are recommended, but we're going to talk about the most important one. The most important solution for emotional pain is sitting down silently and then allowing your emotions to appear, allowing your emotions to show up without trying to control them, without trying to force them, doing nothing, just watching everything very silently. This process activates the insular cortex of the brain. That means your awareness slowly intensifies and you are able to navigate through your life in a much better way. Once we start uncovering our emotions, slowly we find that there are other emotions that are stored beneath the layers. These buried emotions will have to be excavated layer after layer because we do not know through how many different years and how many lives we have accumulated these emotions. That's why a lot of patience is required. Meditation is all about patience, and sajagata is the height of it. The awareness meditation is the height of it. It's like peeling an onion. Slowly, you peel off the first layer, the second layer appears, and again the third layer. This way, slowly you come to a point where there is nothingness, where there is absolute emptiness. And in that emptiness, you find yourself. Once you peel off the emotions, layer after layer, slowly and gently, you will discover your truest potential. You will discover your own inner being. So, cleansing emotions is all about coming back home. It's not about finding a new home, it's about coming back to one's own place. We talked about awareness meditation, that is sajagata. Now, how do we practice this? Since we have understood that emotions are stored in the body, we have to start work on the body first. The body has to let go, and the body has to let in my awareness. Since the emotions are stored in the body, we have to start work on the body first because the body has to let go of those emotions and let the light of awareness pass through to reach the layers of the soul. So we start work on the body and then slowly we go into breath work. This is going to be the structure of the whole practice. Starting from the body, you go to the breath because breath is one step closer to yourself than the body. You might have sensed that whenever you have emotional issues, your breathing pattern immediately changes. Now, the breath work will reshape your whole emotional patterns stored not only in the body but also in the whole respiratory system. After we complete our breath work, we'll slowly get into Sajakta meditation or the awareness meditation. It's going to be a wonderful exercise. I'm sure you will be able to clean up all your emotions slowly with this practice of emotional cleansing meditation and then feel your own joy and your own liveliness for all your life. It's time for us to start the practice of body work, followed by breath work, and then meditation. In the body work, we will learn very gentle, simple, but very powerful micro movements. Let's start our walk from the leg and then move up slowly and gently. Let's do ankle rotation first. start with the right leg forward, and then 5 times clockwise, 5 times anti-clockwise, slowly, gently. Yes. Now the left leg, 5 times clockwise, and then 5 times anti-clockwise. Wonderful. Relax. Take your own space. Create your own space, and micro movements and exercises are basically interacting with the space around. Don't think of exercises. Think of it as a dance, as a play with your own body and the surrounding. So just feel everything and go on. Now, the second is hip rotation. Put your hands on your hips and slowly and gently start rotating your hips. First clockwise. Inhale when you go back and exhale when you come forward. 1, 2, 3, Shidi Joy. Feel everything. 4, 5, 6, be sajak, mindful. 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Now, let's start anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Feel your body from within. These micro movements help you feel that energy inside. Slowly, let's go to the spine tilt now. Place your hands on your hips again. Now, starting with backward tilt. 1, forward tilt. 1, backward tilt. Inhale as you go back. Forward tilt. Exhale. Five times. Relax. Now, let's tilt towards the right and then left, one after another, gently. Allow your breath to be normal and natural now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Enjoy the space around and the energy within. Feel everything. Slowly and gently, we are moving to shoulders rotation now. Place your hands on your shoulders and start rotation. Don't force. Play with your shoulders. You're as if you are playing with your body. Okay? So love your body, love your movements, love your emotions. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Now the last one in the micro movement. Shake your hands and legs. Allow them to flow. You can do this up to a couple of minutes. Slowly, slowly, slowly come back to your natural position. Be aware of your breath and feel everything inside your body. Wow, see the energy rising. Every cell of your body is filled with energy. You are also oxygenating the emotional centers of your brain. After 5 very powerful micro movements that you can integrate into your daily practice, now we sit down for the Bija Pranayam in the rest of meditation. Let's start the practice of Bija Pranayam now. First, the posture. Sit in a relaxed posture. You can consult our earlier episodes to find out what's the right posture for meditation. For now, place your wrist on your knees and then slowly elongate your spine. Slowly relax your shoulders, expand them a little bit also, and relax your jaws. You can gently close your eyes and you start taking long and deep breaths. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Don't force yourself. Allow a natural rhythm to unfold. Be mindful of everything that is happening inside you. Let go of any pain or discomfort if it arises in between. Gentle inhale, gentle exhale. Allow your breath to be as long and as deep as possible. Keep your body relaxed, not stiff, and continue this practice. This is the Bij Pranayam or the root breathing meditation. Slowly and gently, let's go on to the next step. You can keep your eyes closed. Just to understand what to do, look at me first. With 3 long and deep breaths, gently open your eyes. Now, the second step, that is hugging and caressing yourself. You are allowing yourself to heal. See, healing emotions starts with self-love. If you are unable to love yourself, you are unable to love anyone in the world. Slowly and very gently touch your body, caress your body, hug yourself, and move freely all over your body. It's not only about touching or caressing yourself. It's about the sajagata, mindfulness, that brings the meditative awareness in you. Take your time slowly and gently. Love yourself. This is the first step to loving anyone in the world. And love is the most powerful emotion. If you can love yourself, you can love the whole world now. That is what the yogis of the East call Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. Move freely, use your space. Allow your body to take its own twists and turns. You're not trying to control any emotion. You're just letting go, just feeling every emotion as it arises. If you feel like crying, it's okay. If tears roll down your eyes, let them be. Slowly and gently take 3 long and deep breaths. Now you can open your eyes. It's okay if you're finding it too difficult to open your eyes. Open them slowly. Now we go to the third step of the emotional cleansing meditation. That is the gratitude. Once you have loved yourself, now it's time to thank everyone, because a heart that is filled with gratitude is a heart that can love, is a heart that can heal itself in the world around. Because a heart that can love oneself is the heart that can love everyone. If you can heal yourself, you can heal the whole world. Slowly take your hands in Namaskar Mudra on your heart. And slowly you can close your eyes. Listen to the sounds without any judgment. Allow your breath to be long and deep. Very strong emotions have already arisen in your body. Feel the emotions and be grateful to your own emotions. Say thank you to your emotions that they surfaced for you so that you can meditate. Your sense of gratitude will unfold all emotions and slowly clean you of all the burdens of the past. Now thank yourself. Slowly fill with gratitude to your family, friends, thank the Mother Nature for everything, for the nature and also for the nurture, for all the care, for the life. The gratitude must reverberate in your heart. It cannot be a cerebral exercise. Now, slowly, let's transition to the last step of emotional cleansing meditation. Again, sit in Sukhasana and just observe your breath and body. Now, it is Sajagata meditation. No judgment, no evaluation, no expectation, and no projection. Yatha Bhuta in Sanskrit means as it is. Allow your emotions to express and your thoughts to freely flow, just like birds flying in the sky. Allow everything to happen. No resistance, no control. Any discomfort or unease or any distracting thoughts, just take a long and deep breath. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to move your body. You do not need to control or manipulate your thoughts. If you are done, take 3 long and deep breaths. Rub your palms together. Feel the energy on your palms. And slowly apply the energy to your eyes, forehead, and to your face. Now slowly open your eyes on your palms. What a joy. Once you have cleared yourself of the emotions, the past traumas, and past memories, now you are ready to move forward. Friends, in this session, we talked about the whole healing process, the emotional and the physical healing process, how that's going to take place. We went through each and every part of the healing process. And in the practice, we started with the micro movement, and then we transitioned to different meditation methods. In the next episode, we are going to talk about the most powerful meditation ever. That is the Swa-Jagaran meditation, the self-awakening meditation. See you in the next episode with powerful meditation method. In fact, the most powerful meditation method. Friends, integrate this into your daily life. Meditation has to be a 24-hour affair. Check in your body at least once a while. Whenever any stress arises or there is any emotional burden, just be sajak, mindful of it. And in your relationship, at your work, everywhere, be mindful of the emotions that arise in your body. They have a clue to number of things. We will talk about this in our later episodes. For now, thank you and namaste.